In the vast tapestry of the cosmos, where empires of steel and shadow loom over fragile worlds, a single spark dares to shine. HFY, humanity, fuck yeah, the anthem of our defiance, our ingenuity, our unbreakable will. Today, the stars align to unveil 5 plot twists that sear the soul, moments where humans turn despair into triumph, rewriting fate against impossible odds. A true sci-fi HFY saga begins in the ashes, outmatched, outnumbered, teetering on the brink. It surges to a climax where hearts race and minds blaze, as humanity's spark ignites a daring gambit no foe could foresee. And in the end, it weaves not just victory, but a truth that echoes beyond the void. We are small, yet boundless, our story etched in the courage to rise. Let these twists light the way. Introduction. The unexpected power of human ingenuity in the infinite sprawl of the cosmos, where stars burn cold and empires dwarf the dreams of mortals. Humanity stands small. Aliens wield technologies beyond comprehension, their fleets blotting out suns, their minds weaving plans across eons. Yet in the heart of every tale spun from the void, a spark flares, a spark called HFY. Humanity, fuck yeah. It's the fire of our resilience, the stubborn pulse that turns despair into defiance, the ingenuity that carves victory from the jaws of defeat. These are the stories where the impossible bends, where the hopeless find a way, not through strength alone, but through the wild, messy brilliance of being human. Across 5 sci-fi sagas, plot twists unfold, moments that shock, inspire, and remind us why we endure. Each twist is a testament to our knack for rewriting fate, for finding light in the darkest corners. First, a tale of enemies who dared to stand together, proving even the bitterest foes can forge a new path. Number 1 twist. Unforeseen alliance. Battlestar Galactica. The Galactica limps through a graveyard of stars, its hull scarred by a war that devoured worlds. Humanity's remnants, barely a few thousand souls, huddle in a ragtag fleet pursued by the silence. These machines, cloaked in human skin, bear eyes that glow with relentless purpose to end us. For years, the dance has been brutal. Humans flee, silent strike, no mercy given, none expected. Adama's gruff commands echo through the ship. Starbuck's defiance burns bright. Rosalind's resolve holds the fragile thread of hope together. Survival is a daily gamble, and the odds grow bleaker with every jump. Then, like a crack in the fabric of fate, the universe shifts. Picture a moment suspended in the void. Human and silent, locked in mutual destruction, pause. A shadow looms, a threat greater than old hatreds, a force that cares not for flesh or steel. Whispers turn to negotiations, distrust to necessity. The impossible unfolds, an alliance. Humans and silence, sworn enemies, clasp hands, not in friendship, but in survival. The Galactica's corridors hum with tension, every glance a question, every step a risk. Yet together, they turn toward a shared horizon, rewriting a story that seemed doomed to end in fire. This twist cuts deep, a blade through the heart of war's simplicity. Silence, built as humanity's executioners, become partners in a fragile truce. It's not peace, it's pragmatism, born from the human spark that refuses to break. Adama's weary eyes, Starbuck's clenched fists, they carry the weight of this choice, knowing one misstep could unravel all. But in that gamble lies the HFY fire, humanity's ability to adapt, to see beyond vengeance, to forge a path where none existed. The alliance holds, not perfect but enduring, a beacon that even in the darkest void, humans find a way, not by fighting harder, but by daring to trust. Number 2 twist. Beyond the binary. The expanse and the gritty expanse of a future solar system. Humanity claws for survival. Earth teems with billions, its skies choked. Mars forges warriors in crimson dust, while the Belt, a frontier of asteroids, breeds rebels who barter breath itself. Amid this tense stalemate, a new player emerges. The proto-molecule, a blue glowing enigma that slithers through ships and stations, leaving ruin in its wake. To the crew of the Rocinante, Holden's idealism, Naomi's precision, Amos's raw edge, it's a nightmare, an alien force that devours without reason. The belt whispers of curses. Earth fears annihilation. Mars sees a weapon. All agree, this thing is not of us. But the stars hold secrets deeper than fear. As the proto-molecule weaves its chaos, a truth unfurls, vast and humbling. It's not a weapon, not a plague, but something else, a relic of a purpose so grand it dwarfs human squabbles. Picture the Rocinante's dim-lit bridge, screens flickering as the crew pieces together clues. The proto-molecule's roots stretch beyond alien hands, tied to a cosmic design that humanity, by sheer stubbornness, begins to unravel. It's not here to end us. It's a key, and we're the ones turning the lock. This revelation shatters the expected, a twist that rewrites the rules of the game. The proto-molecule, feared as a destroyer, becomes a mirror to humanity's soul. Holden's dogged hope, Naomi's quiet brilliance. They don't just fight the unknown. They study it, question it, bend it to their will. This is HFY's heart, not conquest, but curiosity. Humans don't cower from the alien. They poke it, prod it, learn its song. The twist turns a threat into a chance, forcing the universe to reckon with a species that refuses to stay small. In the Belt's grime, Earth's towers, Mars's bunkers, humanity's spark ignites, proving we're not just survivors. We're creators, shaping the cosmos one defiant step at a time. Number 3 twist. Underdog victory. Ender's Game, a shadow looms over Earth, cast by the Formics, aliens whose insectoid fleets once scorched our skies. Decades later, humanity trains for their return, forging warriors in orbiting academies. Among them is Enderwigan, a boy barely tall enough to reach the controls, his eyes sharp with a mind that hums like a star. He's no hero, not yet, just a kid plucked from home, thrown into a crucible of simulations and schemes. The battle room tests his body, his peers test his will, his teachers test his soul. Every day whispers, "You're not enough," but Ender's spark burns brighter, seeing patterns where others see chaos. The final trial dawns, a simulation vast as a galaxy. Ender faces a Formic armada, their numbers a tide that drowns hope. His fleet, a handful of ships, feels like a child's toy against such might. The screen pulses with data, his commands weave a desperate dance. Every move's a gamble, every loss a scar. Then, as the last ship falls, victory flares, a triumph so complete it stuns the room. But the silence breaks with a truth heavier than stars. The game was no game. Ender's choices, born in a simulator's glow, reached across the void, reshaping fates he never meant to touch. This twist is a thunderclap, a moment that redefines triumph. Ender, the underdog, didn't just win. He rewrote destiny with a mind no alien could match. His strategies, woven from instinct and pain, turned the impossible into reality. Yet the victory's weight lingers, laced with questions of cost and choice. That's the HFY flame. Not blind glory, but brilliance tempered by heart. Ender's spark, his ability to see beyond the board, to act when all seems lost, lights up the dark. A boy against an empire, a human against the odds, he proves our greatest weapon is the mind that dares to dream, to fight, to find a way when none exists. Number 4 twist. The Last Stand. Project Hail, Mary far from Earth. In a sky where stars feel like ghosts, Ryland Grace wakes to silence. His ship, a speck in the void, hums with fading power. Memories flicker, Earth's sun dimming, crops withering, humanity's hopes slipping away. Project Hail Mary casts Ryland as a lone sentinel, a former schoolteacher armed only with science and a stubborn streak. The mission's clear: reverse the solar decay, save the world. But the universe laughs, piling riddles atop disasters, each one whispering, "You're too small, too frail, too human. Then, at the edge of despair, a twist unfolds. Not a single blow, but a cascade of light. Ryland, battered and out of tricks, stumbles upon a connection, a bridge across the stars. Picture his hands trembling over equations, his mind racing through possibilities no textbook could hold. The obstacle, a cosmic wall, crumbles under a plan so wild, so human, it could only come from us. It's not just survival. It's defiance, woven from ingenuity and a refusal to let hope die. Ryland's fight becomes a beacon, proving one spark can save billions. This moment burns bright, the HFY essence distilled. Ryland's no warrior. He's us, flawed, clever, relentless. Alone in the dark, he doesn't just endure. He creates, forging answers from scraps and dreams. The twist isn't luck or fate. It's humanity's heart, beating through every calculation, every risk. The stars bear witness as Ryland turns despair into triumph, not by force, but by daring to think bigger, to reach farther. It's a story of one man, yet all of us, proving that even in the vastest void, human ingenuity shines, a light no darkness can snuff out. Number 5 twist. The human spirit. The Martian stranded on the red plains of Mars. Mark Watney wakes to silence, his crew gone, Earth believing him dead. A freak storm tore through his mission, leaving him with a punctured suit, a broken hab, and no way home. The Martian paints a stark picture, one man against a planet that cares nothing for his survival. Food dwindles, air leaks, the cold bites deeper each night. Yet Mark's mind hums, a spark that refuses to fade. He's no superhuman, just a botanist with a knack for swearing and a stubborn will to live. The universe piles on challenges, each a twist in a tale of endurance. Every solution Mark crafts, growing potatoes in Martian dirt, rigging a rover to scream across the void, feels like a victory snatched from fate's jaws. But the true twist lies in the cascade. Each time death looms, Mark's ingenuity flares brighter. Picture him grinning through frostbitten days, joking to keep fear at bay, his hands dirty with impossible plans. Mars wants him dead, he plants crops. The odds say quit, he builds a lifeline. The final gamble, a desperate bid to reach the stars, binds humanity together. Earth, his crew, strangers united by one man's refusal to break. This is HFY's soul. Not a single moment, but a relentless pulse. Mark's triumphs, each a twist against despair, show what makes us human. Not strength, not destiny, but the wild, messy drive to keep going. His science, his sarcasm, his sheer audacity, they're ours, a mirror to every soul who's faced the impossible and said, let's try something nuts. In the red dust, Mark plants a flag, not of conquest, but of hope, proving that even alone, a human can move mountains, or at least a few Martian rocks, to light the way home. Conclusion. The enduring appeal of HFY across these tales, the stars tell a truth. Humanity shines brightest in the dark. From the Galactica's fragile truce, where enemies found common ground, to the Expanse's cosmic mirror, revealing our boundless curiosity. From Ender's heartbreaking brilliance, turning games into destiny, to Ryland's wild hope, saving worlds with a teacher's heart, and Mark's defiant grin, carving life from Mars's barren wastes. These twists, 5 sparks in the void, are more than surprises. They're humanity's song, sung through ingenuity, alliances, and strategy. Each story weaves a thread. The mind that solves the unsolvable, the hand that reaches across divides, the spark that sees a path where none exists. These moments endure because they're true, not to the stars, but to us. We're the species that stumbles, fights, and rises, turning despair into triumph with a plan and a prayer. HFY isn't about perfection. It's about the messy, glorious fire that drives us to build, to dream, to defy. In every twist, we see ourselves, small against the cosmos, yet bright enough to light the way, one stubborn, brilliant step at a time.